Hello my dudes and dudettes, welcome back to the channel. I am Beanie Boy and we are here today playing Hades on the Nintendo Switch. Now guys, Hades is a roguelike slasher based on Greek mythology. I play the son of Hades, Hades being the god of the underworld, who was sat in that rather large chair with the three-headed dog next to him. Now guys, it is a roguelike game, so it's incredibly difficult. But we're going to give it a run through today and I'm going to show you the basics. So I'm just going to prep for the run and then we'll be off. So guys, this is the bedroom of our antagonist. With regards to this large mirror over here, you are able to purchase upgrades and make each successive run of the game easier. There are a couple of little aesthetic choices you can put in this room as well by collecting treasure on each run that you go through. That goes for the main halls as well. I will demonstrate once I finish this run. Anyway, we're going to head into the weapons room and go from there. So here we are guys in the weapons room. This allows you to pick what type of weapon you want to take on the run in order to survive Hades' malicious underworld. Now, I usually take the shield because it is quite good. You can Captain America it, you can throw it, you can bat people with it, and you can also do this rather cool charge-up shot. But for the sake of simplicity, I am just going to take the sword today. You've also got the spear, the bow, the power gauntlets, which are basically for punching the crap out of enemies, and what is only akin to a modern-day machine gun at the end there. Now guys, it is procedurally generated, so each time the map is going to be different. There are going to be different treasures along the way and different enemies, so I have no idea what to expect. So we start with a treasure. This treasure allows us to make one of our attacks more powerful. With this, we are going to go for Piercing Wave, a wave that pierces foes, dealing 30 damage. That is useful to us, especially with this sword, and as you can see, that upgrade has applied already. Now guys, this game is all about just charging through and killing what you can, where you can. I'm just going to continue on. There is another portal there to the Chaos Realm where I can get through all well and... well, basically I can get cursed. I do not want that to be a thing. So here we go guys, we're just going to charge through on this first floor and take out as many enemies as we can. They are quite easy in this point of the game, however they do get successively harder as we get, well, I would say deeper and deeper into the underworld, but I guess shallower and shallower because the storyline of the game is we are trying to escape the underworld. So I've grabbed that key, and as you can see, there are two doors out of this place. They do have logos on them associated with each god. The Triton is for Poseidon, who is the god of the sea. So once I clear this room, I should be able to get a gift from Poseidon, or in this case, my uncle. You do have to be careful of the various traps scattered throughout the underworld. For example, these panels, if you stand on them, you are going to have statues launching crap at you, so you want to avoid that. But yeah, guys, this game is fantastic. If you haven't played it already, get on it. So there we go, guys. So we get a choice of what to have as our attack. What I'm going to do is go for Tidal Dash. That is going to turn our dash into a water-powered one, which allows us to push enemies away as they come towards us. There we go. So as we charge through the enemies now, with that new power-up from Poseidon, we have the ability to push them back. And creating space in this game is actually quite important because you do not want to get griefed from all sides. Now we've got this, a darkness point, that is going to help us level up our character using the mirror that I showed you previously in the overworld. I say the overworld, it's actually the underworld I guess, so don't let this game fool you guys, it is roguelike, so what that means is it is going to get successively harder as I go through. Just going to grab this here, this is going to upgrade our Tidal Dash, which is going to help us as we move forward trying to reach the surface. Couple of booby traps in here, I've just got to be aware of them. I do not want to get hit by anything that comes out of them. In this case, it looks like spike traps. It absolutely is spike traps. I just ran over one just to make sure. Right, so here we go. We got some treasure. That is to spend in the overworld. Although it seems like a fairly measly amount, it does add up as each successive run is completed. These jars as well, they're traps. You just want to avoid them. They can explode. That is no good to you if you were in that explosion area, because that is going to damage your health. And one of the hardest things to come by in this game is health, so you ideally want to keep it if you can. So I've just picked up a max life. That's increased my health. And then I've got this in here. I can use my gold that I've been picking up on each floor to buy upgrades. So in this case, I'm going to get an instant... Hold on. There we go. Faithful twist, and we are also going to go for the jerky. That's going to increase our damage. We do not need to spend any more on health, however, because we've nearly got a full bar. So here we go, guys, the first mini boss. It's just these bomber twins here. We're going to absolutely annihilate them because, frankly, I don't like people lobbing bombs at me. There we go. Right. Ost. And just like that, guys, they have been annihilated. So this is Artemis, goddess of the hunt. She is going to give us another gift that's going to help us through. I'm going to go with the special deadly flourish. So what that does is allow me to use my special, which is the sword slamming the floor, and that gives us a little bit of extra damage. Continuing on, we're going to make our way to the boss of this floor. Grabbing another key, that's another floor done. Now, guys, we have a choice here. We can either go for a couple of extra god gifts, or we can go to the shop. In this case, I'm going to go for the god gifts because I want to power my character up as quickly as possible. Going to pick Poseidon because he is one of my faves. And we are going to go for this one, Floodshot. That's going to help our cast, which is a spear that we throw. And that does various effects to enemies that it gets stuck in. For example, boom, boom, there you go, that's the cast. I don't tend to use it as much. I tend to like running around and just slashing up enemies as I see them. But if I do get a chance, I will use the cast every now and again. There we go, so once you complete that floor, you will get the gift from the corresponding god that takes issue to you choosing them, or choosing the other over them. In this case, I'm going to go with Deadly Strike. That's going to improve our attack and critical hit ratio. So this is a fountain. These can be found at various points within the underworld. They will help us overall level up and stay alive, essentially. It's like a health pool that we can use. So just going to absolutely smash through everything on this room, and we should more or less be at the boss in just a moment. Last enemy in the room, and they are dead. Right, there is a shop here. I say a shop, it's like a well thing. We can use that and buy a couple more extra power-ups. So we're going to do Nail of Talos. You deal passive 50% to armored enemies. And also, let's just have a look. An Infernal Trove will spawn ahead. Now, we're just going to go through the shop this time. That's going to allow me to show you what you can buy. I don't have any money for anything at the moment, but it is run by this guy here. Charon, he's the guy that creates the night boats to the underworld. I believe you have to pay him a coin in order to be taken. And that was something to do with Greek mythology. So here we are. Tipsophone, or Tisiphone, I don't know. Anyway, she is one of the Fury sisters. We are going to absolutely destroy her if we can. We just need to be careful because she's quite a tough cookie. This is the boss of the first floor. So as you continue to do damage to the boss, the walls do shrink on this one. As you can see, our character's pretty strong. We're going to cut through them like butter. Once again, the walls have shrunk. We are now in the tiniest space ever. Just going to continue smashing through this lady. And we should, in a moment, be able to move on to the next floor. Oh my god, that did so much damage. There we go. Murdered. The Fury is vanquished. So here we are, guys, on the next floor. We're just going to use... Oh. Hello. Right, we're just going to use this here. So we should be able to heal, and then we'll go to the shop, see what we can buy. Absolutely sod all. So we're going to move on. This is a map of the underworld. As you can see, we are moving up. The idea is to get to the surface and go join our family in Mount Olympus. The family being, of course, the Greek gods. So this next stage is an infernal river of lava. We do need to be careful when moving the character around here because it's quite easy to end up getting stuck in the lava. So as you can see, the screen is flashing as I step on the lava. I do not want to stay there for too long because I will set on fire. Oh my god, it's absolutely crazy. Right, here we go. That's the next floor done. We're just going to accept the gift from the god. I believe this is Hermes. Yep. And we are going to take quick recovery. After taking damage, quickly dash to recover some health. Well, that's good. That's very, very useful. And that should help a lot. Here we are, next floor. We're just going to continue smashing through the enemies here. So I found as I was playing Hades, it's very similar to Diablo, if you've ever played those games, guys. Of course, we've got Diablo Resurrected coming out in the fall, so I will be picking that up, by the way, to do a playthrough, probably level 1 to 99. Not many of you know, I used to be fantastic at Diablo. I boasted a couple of level 99s on the original Battle.net servers, and I spent most of my school life playing it. It was fantastic. I am hoping that Diablo 2 Resurrected is as good as the original. I'm hoping they don't change too much, but we'll see. So we're making pretty good time on these enemies. We're just slicing through them, doing as much damage as we can where we can. There we go. That's that floor done. We're going to take another level up. I think we are going to go with the critical hit on the deadly flourish. Just see if we can buy anything from the shop. Slain foes have a chance to drop items. We should probably get that. Your special deals 40% damage. Your passive attack deals 30%. Let's get the passive attack because that is the one we are going to be using the most. And we're just going to take the left hand gift and move on upwards through the underworld. Alright, so this is a mini boss. A Gorgon head by the looks of it. We're just going to try and smash through this and kill her, it, she, I don't know, as quickly as possible. Alright, so that's the boss done. As you see, I made short work of it. Just going to accept the gift here. What do we have? Support fire after your cast or hit with an attack. Oh, okay, whatever. I can't be bothered to read it, but it did look good. Moving on. So here we are, guys, on the next floor. We're just going to continue slicing through these enemies. We do want to make our way to the next boss, which is, well, I'll tell you what. I won't tell you. I'll just let you see. Spoilers if you don't want to know. Okay, so we've got the choice between extra health and the shop. I'm going to go for the shop because I'm hoping that there is some health in here that I can purchase. My health bar has dropped considerably, and there is. We're going to buy that, and that's going to help fill us up ready for the next part of the mission. Alright, here we go on the next floor, and here is the boss, the Hydra. We're going to absolutely smash him in, guys, so I'm just going to let you experience the boss fight without me chatting over the top of it. Okay, guys, so the Hydra is dead. As you can see, it was a pretty hectic boss fight. As for me, guys, I am going to call that on this video. Partly because I want you guys to experience this game for yourself, and I don't want to spoil it anymore. But guys, I'm going to carry on playing. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you do have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments. And if you have any games that you want me to check out, be sure to let me know. I'll get on it as soon as I can. I make videos all the time throughout the week. I try to do one every day if I can. So yeah, stay tuned to the channel, subscribe, and wherever you are in the world, guys, have a great rest of your day. Be excellent to each other. Take care.